Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of the Crypto Flight Edition. I'm your host, Napoleon Macro, of course. We'll be exploring the crypto Dogecoin. I want to explain to you all, it appears that the market is establishing a floor, okay? We're also going to pull up the 50 exponential moving average, and I want to show you something that's slightly not in the best interest of the bulls, and I'm just going to explain that for you here in this video. So welcome back, and let's not waste time and dive right into the charts here, shall we? All right, so today's June the 15th, 2021, and the current price of Dogecoin is going to be 31 cents, slightly negative, approximately 1.1% for the day. Okay. All right, so let's see what we have here on the charts. ASMR, interesting analysis. Here it is. Okay, perfect. So if you notice, these are very large consolidation ranges here, stretched from 24 cents all the way up to like 69 cents daily candles here. This white circle represents something, but what we have to do is scroll back in time in order for us to kind of have an idea of what I'm trying to explain in terms of the white circle and how it is relevant to, actually, we're going to leave a link for the video right now. Hopefully it popped up. It's titled, "Why is Dogecoin so boring right now?" So what I do is, although I look at candlesticks, I also kind of put myself, or I try to understand like the psychology of the markets in the current state, or like whenever, right, when I'm looking at candlesticks. And as the market, of course, had a very nice move to the upside here as I'm drawing the path, and then the market started to get like really tight, right, and kind of in this range back in March 2021, it got like really tight, and people are like, what's going on with Dogecoin? And then of course it had that move up, and it kind of gave back everything, went up again, and just kind of started getting tight again and going down. I'm actually, the only real reason that I just explained that because of this area right here. You see how it's like very tight? It's kind of a very tight range. Let's see if we can zoom in here. Remember, daily candles. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to outline the candles by this. We've already know that March the 2nd marks the date when we post a video, "Why is Dogecoin so boring?" I think that's where we are now in the current phase. So let me just put like a tight range somewhere right around here. So right there. So you're talking from, let's see here, let's see, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 days. Dogecoin was actually within a very tight range. It actually 1 penny, so between like 4 cents up to 5 cents. All right, now keep that in mind, because as we scroll over to present day, I think what's going on is a lot of people are just kind of trying to figure out, okay, what is going on with Dogecoin? It's hanging out, it's not moving anywhere. Should I just sell it? So that's what this white circle represents. We're kind of in the phase where some are getting a little antsy, like, all right, I don't know if I should continue to hold this. Is Dogecoin dead? Right? So we just kind of put a range here. Let's just see how big of a range. I'll do something like this. See how tight this range is. Okay, and let's see, from 31 cents all the way up to 34 cents. So it's a 3 cent range that it's currently within. But if we kind of bring this down a little bit, maybe it's actually something like this, and it would actually extend over a few more days. And again, people would just start to question, like, what is going on? It's never going to go anywhere. Again, that's at like 31 cents up to 32 cents. So it's like 1 penny, right? You see how, guys, it gets really tight. I think this is going to carry on for another 72 hours. That's my prediction. Dogecoin will be within 31 cents up to 32 cents for the next 72 hours. If I'm wrong about that, that's fine, guys. What I'm trying to understand is the psychology of what is going on right now, because typically when a lot of investors start to get a little antsy and they want to know, like, what is going on, excuse me, maybe we get some selling going on and the price doesn't move, that just simply means the market is gearing up for a move to the upside. Okay, and I realize some people are probably getting bearish on Dogecoin, and people are like, hey, don't you see the large head and shoulders pattern? That's fine, guys. As long as Dogecoin is establishing a floor. Okay, I'm not saying it actually is a floor, but if we, you know how we are, guys, we have to take the practical approach and look for higher highs and higher lows. And if we back out, you'll notice the lowest point was here in terms of within a consolidation range at about 24 cents. we have this area here. The lowest level is at about 30 cents. And right now, Dogecoin is just kind of hanging out at that 31 cent level. So it's super crucial that Dogecoin holds this 31 cent level. That would make me feel more comfortable. And I realize a lot of people are like, dude, come on, Dogecoin is going to the moon. We don't need you to tell us that, but I'm just telling you guys, I'm the practical guy who's just letting you know that as long as Dogecoin is establishing a floor here, everything should be just fine. But at some point, Dogecoin must start to walk up the stairs. Okay, it just can't hang out in this tight 1 penny range, 31 cents up to 32 cents, and just kind of stay there forever, right? It has to make a decision. The bullish decision would be to the upside, and of course find a higher high and just kind of go sideways. If it can continue to go sideways, that's fine. But at some point, it must break up in order to continue the overall bullish momentum. Dogecoin is still very much in a very aggressive overall uptrend. And yeah, as long as it can, again, hold that floor. 31 cents is like really the line in the sand right now. If we get any daily candles to close below 31 cents, I would really take a step back and say, man, okay, something is not right with the trend here, okay? All right, and the one other thing that I wanted to show you all is the let's see, the EMA, the 50 exponential moving average. Okay, right there. Okay, so the reason that I brought that up is because just keep in mind, I'm going to circle this price activity that's taking place below the 50 exponential moving average. And before we get into more detail about that, I want to bring your attention to the last chart that we pulled up. Not the last chart, but I'm sure you guys remember this chart when I pull it up here. Do you guys remember this chart? When the sellers and the buyers accumulation range, I don't know if you guys actually remember that. Okay, the buyers accumulation, as long as the price action is taking place above 41 cents. I know a lot of you remember that level, but right now it's taking place into the sellers accumulation range. That's not an ideal setup. If you are new, I'll just kind of scroll back very briefly for you to just kind of see that this is a beautiful establishment. If you see this, very, very nice. Two things I want you to pay attention to. Notice how the price action never closed below this 50 exponential moving average, and also the price activity took place above the buyer's accumulation range. So this was beautiful. This was like ideal for the bullish case. Okay, price action above in the buyer's accumulation range. It stayed above that 50 exponential moving average, and it broke out above. Beautiful execution by the buyers. Okay, but things are getting a little bit different here. Okay. Within the current range that Dogecoin is in. Let's just go on over there right now. So two things. The market is accumulating in the seller's accumulation range, red area, not ideal. And it's below the 50 exponential moving average. So yeah, that's noteworthy. Yeah, it's definitely noteworthy. So just understand that right now, Dogecoin appears to be in an interesting position. I'll say that. Okay, let's go back over here and close it out on our original area here. So that's what I wanted to show you all, that the price action is taking place below the 50 exponential moving average. Typically you have price support, financial support above the 50 exponential moving average, like in a perfect scenario, right? No scenario is perfect. Maybe this is just simply the market accumulating or just consolidating below that line before it breaks back above it. That's the bullish case. But I'm gonna have to stick with what's in front of me, and then we'll close it out because I feel like I'm going back and forth here. Okay, the market is below the most important line for me to understand. Maybe someone else can read the story better than me, but according to the way that I understand it, 41 cents right here. The market is accumulating below this level. Okay. It is also accumulating below the 50 exponential moving average. Okay, this white line here, the white line here. So, and the most important thing, I guess, the minimum requirement at this point, because I remember the minimum requirement was 41 cents. So right now we can't, we don't have that. So the minimum requirement, guys, I'm going to need you to pull up your charts. Okay, pull up the daily candles. Pull up the 50 EMA. Okay, how you do that is I'm on tradingview.com on the top left. The indicators, you just click that in the search bar. You're going to type in EMA. And then at the very top, it should say where it says built-ins to the right over here. It says moving average exponential. You click that. Okay. I have to show you. I'm going to show you exactly how to do this, guys. But this is really important. All right. You're going to go over here to the left of the screen. You can even like click this little, you see the little green line there. You can just kind of double click it and then it'll pop up and then make it your favorite color or whatever. I don't know, orange or something. And then you go to inputs. You type where it says length. You're going to type in 50. And then you hit OK, and then it'll just kind of plot the line for you. You can't see it because it's behind the white line there. All right, really important. Pull up this line, and at the minimum case scenario, or like the minimum requirement, okay, the market needs to get back above this 50 exponential moving average, which is currently at 34 cents. Okay, so I guess the range right now would be 31 cents up to 34 cents. Okay, something like that. All right, so that's pretty much all I have, guys. Is the market is setting up very interesting. I'll just say that. All right, we'll close it out. 31 cents up to 34 cents within 72 hours. I think I predicted 31 up to 30 cents up to 31 cents. I mean, we can stick with that as well. That's fine. But the actual range is going to be 31 up to 34 cents until further notice. That's all I got for you guys. Hopefully you enjoyed that. Leave an appropriate thumb just below the video if you enjoyed the content. Pardon the way I'm talking, guys. I have my aligners in. Also, if you're new, before you go there, we covered the traditional stocks, if you're into that, 7 days a week. So kindly join us here on this interesting journey, and we'll send you that information when it is available. Once again, thanks for listening until the end. Huge support. Appreciate that. Execute your strategies. We'll talk soon, and bye for now.